The Athens County Sheriff's Office is now home to a soft interview room, a space built not to intimidate, but to comfort.
It's quite an intimidating process as a victim to come forward with the traumatic experience that you've been subjected to. And our traditional interview rooms are kind of a clinical and intimidating space. So we hope that with the soft interview room, it's a more relaxing experience.
The room went live just last week. It features soft lighting, weighted blankets, essential oils, and comfortable furnishings, all provided at no cost to taxpayers. The space was made possible through Project Beloved, a Texas-based nonprofit that furnishes soft interview rooms across the country. The Athens County Sheriff's Office only had to cover paint and carpet.
Project Beloved was established in memory of Molly Jane Matheson. She was raped and murdered in Texas by a known serial rapist. Her mother and an organization have worked to establish soft interview rooms across the United States. We are the 166th soft interview room established by Project Beloved.
The artwork on the walls carries its own story. The photographs were taken by Megan Gettrum, a second victim of the same suspect, and donated by her family to Project Beloved. Every soft interview room the organization furnishes includes her work. The room is open to any victim of a sensitive crime, domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, regardless of age. Victim advocates can also be present based on the victim's preference.
So our goal when interviewing a victim of a traumatic incident is to approach it with empathy, professionalism, and patience. So to give the victim a softer space that, have the amenities that we have, makes them feel more comfortable to speak with us about a traumatic incident that's occurred.
The Sheriff's Office says all deputies are already trained in crisis intervention techniques. Officials say they hope this room leads to more cooperation from victims and ultimately stronger investigations. Reporting from Athens, I'm Logan Riggenbaugh for WTAP News. This is Home.